thought that was someone whistling.
Yeah, same. I thought he was like, oh, Food Review Club, you my baby daddy.
Right, we are rolling, so whenever you're ready.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Food Review Club. We've got a very special guest today, Adam.
Here he is.
What's going on, brother?
Such an honor, man.
How are you?
Love you, man. This is a big day for me too. And I gotta tell you, I saw your video in advance of this, and like, I think the world of you, and to think that you think that of me is just a deep, deep, deep honor, bro. What you do for businesses around this country and in Ireland is killer.
You are literally my hero, bro. I mean that with all my heart, like honestly. There's many of us standing very tall now on the shoulders of giants, the ones that paved the road before us. So with that said,
I'm glad my eyes have gotten crappy so that my douchey eyeglasses can cover my like welling up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, that means a great deal.
now with that being said,
Yes, sir.
where do you take Adam in London for a review? A Brooklyn man. You
Yes,
must
sir.
have forgotten enough about pizza in your time. So let's get a pizza with Adams. We've come to the Three Colts Tavern, Adam, today.
Are they a pizza here?
Yeah, they've got a pop-up inside in 75 slices. Shout out Bite Twice Food Reviews for the tip-off about these guys. Apparently it's amazing pizza.
It's called 75 slices?
75 slices. I've not had it yet.
Is that how many they make a day and that's it kind of thing?
I'm not sure. We can ask them when we go in, but maybe. It looks amazing. They seem really cool. Should we go and eat?
I would love that.
Let's do it.
Come on, Food Review Club. Time for an upgrade.
The menu.
So do you only make 75 slices a day and that's it?
No, so what it is originally we started off with a VW camper van, and
Okay.
the year of the camper van was 1975. So we
There you
originally wanted to sell pizzas out of the camper van. So my neighbour was restoring camper vans at the time, and every day we'd see the camper outside and we'd like, I want to get involved, man. And then one day we was like, what are you doing with that one under the top, you know? It's like, do you want to sell it or? And he sold it to us. Anyway, so me and George was sanding down the van outside for weekends on end. Yeah.
project.
There you go.
Did you guys come from like fine dining or are you pizzaiolos by trade?
No,
or?
no, we're not. Literally, we learned from lockdown.
Yeah, over
From
lockdown.
over lockdown.
Mrs.
Yeah.
bought me a pizza on Christmas.
Yeah, it's literally like they're the best business.
Literally just
the
talked
worst
about
time in
that.
human history, and you turned it into a positive.
Yeah, you,
Had you always wanted to learn how to make pizza and stuff?
yeah, so George's already was like a self-claimed chef anyway, so it was like
Self-taught.
Claimed.
so it was like
That's awesome.
Yeah, what do you do for a job? Yeah, I'm a chef.
He was
Have
a
you ever
chef
cooked
already.
anything? No.
Well, yes, I am an airline pilot.
yeah. So he was like George was basically taught me the cooking side of it because George could already cook before me.
Like George has got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, George is the brains
I've never
behind the
been this
cooking.
nervous.
I feel it's incumbent upon me to make clear that I've only recently like acquiesced to both my gray hair and the need to wear glasses. So the idea to go for the Robert Downey Jr. thing started way less douchey than I fear it reads, but I can see you clearly.
I think you look good, bro.
Thank you very much. I was telling him it's not Iron Man, it's more like aluminium man. And to my fellow Americans, that's aluminum. But that's okay. I feel like
The aluminum man.
I feel like I somewhat look a little bit like a Primark Robert Downey Jr. No offense, Primark, if you want to hire me for anything, I did once buy a onesie from you to pretend I look
Robert
like
Downey
Miley
Jr. from
Cyrus.
Wish.
Exactly. Ouch! You cut me to the quick. Oh my word! It's like anyway. But what about pizza? I mean, like, is it just had you gone to Italy and like tried really good pizza and you want to be part of that, or?
So we'd started with a Neapolitan style of pizza, and we was in the market stores and weddings, and we'd realised that there's a lot of Neapolitan in London, but it's limited on the New York style. So we went over to New York. I wouldn't say ours is 100%.
Where'd y'all go? Where'd you go to do your research in New York?
We stayed in Lower Manhattan.
Yeah.
And we went to literally as many pizzerias as we went to. Our best ones were Finney
And Lindustry.
and Lindustry.
Lindustry.
Yeah,
So those are the homies. What was it about Lindustry? Those are my guys.
Yeah. That's a spot.
It's just a
Yeah, no, shout out my First We Feast family for taking me there and like,
And the sandwiches there too.
oh, just everything. They're the soft serve, the olive oil like soft serve, it's just mental. But no, what was it about Lindustry, for example? So for those of you, may I?
Yeah.
Your camera,
Hey, I feel like I'm watching at home.
no, this is
Please,
your show. I'm a
please.
guest. I'm saying, but
No,
for those of you who may not be aware, Lindustry, L''industry, spelled with an I-E, is a pizzeria in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, where my grandma's from. And yeah, they've just sort of taken, it's right on that hinterland between Neapolitan and New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Because sometimes New York is a little bit like eating like packing peanuts.
Their socials as well get me drooling. They take the best videos of their sandwiches. Oh my god.
That's what we appreciate so much from the Lindustry was their dough. Yeah. We had their dough. Their dough was second to none. Yeah, it's amazing. Their dough, the
their
dough,
dough.
yeah, it was unbelievable.
Mental.
Yeah, and we literally came back. Since we came back, we've actually changed our dough a slight bit.
Have you?
Yeah, which I think is improved massively. You'll be the judge.
Well, how cool is that? He's got 2 young guys here now, inspired by your homeboys from Brooklyn. It's amazing, isn't it? Like,
especially from Brooklyn.
It's a small world.
What do they say, from Brooklyn to the world and the world to Brooklyn? But you know, the other thing is this, like, you know, my friends have tried to make bagels in other places of the world. They say, well, you don't have the New York water. And the truth is, it's not like some, you know, some like thing like, you know, ooh, you got water. But there is a minerality. How do you address the minerality? Believe it or not, in terms of like purity and cleanliness, like rivaling Alaska apparently, but how do you get that minerality? Like I knew a pizzeria owner in Hawaii who's from Jersey, and he used Guinness to help fortify the dough to get minerality. Do you guys make any kind of adjustment?
What we noticed previously was our previous brand of yeast was reacting a lot differently to the water than how we'd like it to. When we moved into this place, the water was different from where I live in North London.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a matter of playing around with the dough, hydrations, amount of yeast is in the dough, fridge dough, room temperature dough, and just working out which is best for us and which works within our system of serving from 4 till 9 on a weekday and then 12 till 9 on a weekend. It's literally because when we had a month of where we was already active and we were just playing with dough. Literally, we was cooking 3 times a week. Just literally playing with dough, just different hydrations,
Amazing.
different percents of salts of yeast. Literally just to play around to see what worked best for us and what best for our.
You're happy now?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like now our dough is well, you guys be the judge, but yeah.
No, but how many
I
like?
always explain our dough as a sponge. I don't know why. It just when you're pressing the dough out, it feels like a sponge. So we're like is it a sponge today? Yeah.
But I love that too. That now you've like developed that. I want this like a real pizzaiolo to me, right? They usually have like white Formica or orange Formica counters that are kind of chipped, some kind of crappy painting of like the Parthenon behind them. Am I wrong? And then a V-neck sweater with the cloud of chest hair with a giant cross in it. And I interviewed this guy. Yeah, I interviewed this guy, this pizzaiolo. This is a great place if you ever want to go there. I got 1 nickel of equity in this place. I just effing love it. It's called Pizzarelli Casa de Focaccia. It's 40 yards away from the train stop, from the train tracks in Scarsdale. And I said, you know what you think? He's like, you can't just make dough. You can't just add flour and water. You don't know the weather. The weather, you know, how fast they eating it. And I was like, dude. But now hearing you talk about like.
So true. Like,
I mean, it's a different accent, but.
The weather's so dependent on how the yeast is going to react with the dough, how much you need to leave it out of the fridge, how long.
How do you adjust it for, you know, a day where Noah's building an ark like today?
Just trial and error.
It's not that bad.
Just trial and error.
Yeah,
Where we was
right,
mobile
right.
before, we was mobile before doing weddings and outside events, so that taught us so much with the dough. We're having to like sort of adjust to it so much with the dough being rainy, snowing, sunny. So it was like literally
30-degree heat as well.
yeah, 30-degree heat,
Like,
snow.
dough expires so quickly.
That's the
so you
ultimate
literally-
apprenticeship though, right?
was literally but deep end. So I feel like after that, not easier, but when you came into a kitchen and the temperature's controlled, it's a lot more easier to manipulate the dough how you want it to react.
How's been the public response? So, I mean, obviously, you heard about it from whom?
Bite twice.
By Twice.
Shout out, boys.
Yeah.
And then, and you've eaten some, I mean, I've watched your stuff and just been like, oh, I gotta get over it. You know, I gotta make sure I got a little more room on my passport for a few more stamps.
I mean, we've been in here since December, and the reviews have been great. I mean,
What's your most popular pizza?
the spicy roni, I'd say.
Spicy roni?
Yeah, definitely.
Hit me with spicy roni.
Spicy Roni. Should we get one of them and a cheese?
I had a spicy roni and the ointment is not working. They blame the NHS. Aged mozzarella, pepperoni, jalapeno, and hot. So you went right for the ring sting. Jalapeno, hot honey, and
The
pepperoni.
hot honey's not too hot. We've made up
I
honey
know.
ourselves.
Oh, so you made your own hot honey?
Yeah.
See, that's
Sounds
awesome.
sweet, spicy.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like the OG, the Mike's?
No.
Mike's are good.
So Mike started in a pizzeria in Brooklyn. Did you go to Paulie G's? Paulie G's Slice Shop in Greenpoint?
No, we didn't.
Couldn't fit it in.
Flames.
Really?
Flames. And he had the hot honey in Brazil. There was a pizzeria that was putting chilies and honey and just letting it sort of leach out into the
It's
honey.
making me salivate.
And then he did it. So it's hot honey. Did you guys go to Scars? You were staying in Lower Manhattan.
Closed when it
It was
was
closed.
closed.
I had a fire in the building, unfortunately, that week. I was
So they're
bad.
like, they
so
are
bad.
like, so hot right now. And no, I mean, with good reason, they grind their own, they have their own mill, they grind their own flour. And they have one called the Hot Boy, which is So this is spicy roni. That's the number one. What's number two?
I'll probably say
margarita, maybe?
margarita. Yeah, I'll probably say a margarita.
That's what I would have.
Yeah, I'd say a margarita.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pepperoni
Sure, one of
is
each?
banging. I don't know. I mean, if you say spicy, what do you think? Should I have? I mean, because I do miss home and I do miss a good slice.
Half spicy and half are not spicy on the pep.
Yo, I respect that. That is New York. That is very, very good. Let me hear you forget about it.
It won't be New York. It won't
Please.
be.
No, that's perfect.
It won't be. Forget about it.
A little lower, little lower. Like seriously, I just want you to like, if you have a glass of milk, you know when you have that phlegm in the back,
about it.
forget about it.
Forget about it.
Not bad. Safe, bruv. Safe. Go on, my son. Yeah, I mean, so spicy roni, half margarita. Was that it?
Yeah, that's
let's
cool.
do
Will be,
it.
yeah, probably what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10
We'll do you
minutes.
guys a big one as well.
Okay, here we go. Just
I
how we
had a
like
nickel
it.
for every time. Yeah, last time I ended up yeah. Well,
Thank you,
many,
boys.
many more. I want to see a collab between them and the band, the 1975, right? 'Cause
Coming soon.
Right, how many more times can we hear those guys sing about freaking chocolate? Like, enough hey-ho, what do you know? We got like mozzarella hidden under our petticoat, right? All right, let's go. 75 slices, let's go. Gang, gang.
Here we go.
We have pizza.
Thank you, brother.
No problem, man.
Look at that.
My.
First impressions?
Smells unbelievable. Love the fresh basil. What's on top? Parmesan?
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You're doing this today, isn't it? This is crazy.
Oh, that smells
Come
great.
on then, should we sit over here?
Please, by all means. Where do you get the pepperoni from? It smells great.
There's a butcher's in Islington. It's called Cobble Lane. It's got a really great flavour to it.
You know what's so crazy? People think that the pepperoni's Italian. It was created in America. Is
that true?
Yeah, it's the American version of sopressat. But the first pepperoni was made by Hormel in Minnesota.
There we
Crazy,
go.
right?
Let's just take a moment. Initial impressions, nicely cooked. We've got char on the outside. The cheese looks amazing. Bit of finesse, beauty.
Now I have a question. I'm not good at the metric system, but I can pretty much tell that half of this is not margarita. Do you guys call half something else here? This is good. I'm not complaining. More pepperoni, the better.
Pep and a spicy pep, and then there'll be margarita coming on a smaller.
Oh, half
Like a
means
people.
another one.
Yeah.
Oh, I better
Just
stop
like we
telling
needed
people
more
it's
pizza.
7.5.
So what, is this the pep or the hot or the?
So half of it's a normal pepperoni and half a spicy.
This is the spicy
Yeah,
roni
yeah, yeah.
here. I
Half
can
on the
see
spice,
that.
yeah.
And the jalapenos.
This is the pep.
Yes.
The jalapenos just slice fresh and let them.
Nice fit, fresh in the morning.
Oh, I love how thin they're sliced.
It's like a great pizza. Let's go,
Dude, I'm
shall
like
we?
sitting here like Pavlov's pizza.
I think of all my reviews, I think pizza's my favourite.
Yeah.
I think this is my one that I really enjoy the most.
What did someone once tell me? Pizza's like sex. Even as bad, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, isn't that true? Yeah, it's true.
Oh, this is a lovely crust.
Yeah, great. Look at this. Coming nice and close, bro. That's just great.
Oh,
It's just a good pizza.
Lovely.
Here we go.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. It's almost like more elevated than
Yeah.
a typical Brooklyn
Cheers, bro.
crust. Cheers,
Cheers.
man.
Wow. I have been to your neck of the pond, and I honestly think we've got some great pizzas in the UK these days.
No, this is lovely. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This is still elevated pizza. Like this is the pizza you have with a glass of wine. It's excellent. It's excellent. It's not V-neck white T-shirt with the hairy
Drunk
chest
pizza.
and the cross. No, I'm just keep. You know what I mean? It's got. I can see how inspired you were by Lindustry, because they too, even though they have the counter and they have the thing, it's a really approachable, well-made pizza. But you can see the dough. You can see like you get multiple colors. You get just the right amount of singeing on it. I think I was afraid
Got great
that this was
punch,
going to
too.
be too spicy. You could almost go spicier with this one.
We've got some big crunch going on as well. It's juicy, it's cheesy, it's got some flavour, a bit of sweetness.
Really, really good. I also like the fact that the ratio of crust to topping, very
Wow.
often it's just like a conveyance for whatever the food is.
More pizza alarm.
more pizza.
On margarita.
We were just saying we need more pizza.
And that's one's a Calabria.
What's this?
A Calabria, which is Induja, which is obviously no way.
Spreadable salami.
And red onion.
Oh,
Do
wonderful.
you guys want some pizza? Get it off the
Are there
Come on,
Calabrian
guys.
chilies on it? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, bro. That is a sensational pizza.
Honest to goodness.
Cheers.
It's
Can I tell you a secret? Cheese is my favourite.
Word?
Cheese.
Yeah, I know a lot of people I know tell me that. It's like they're like much more
It's
of a
just-
purist in that regard.
I think if on a lonely dark night, that's probably what I would order. Cheese pizza. I just love it the most. Strange. What's yours?
Oh man,
Adam needs a little pick me up.
I think it depends, man.
Depends on your mood.
Yeah, my dad used to have a really bomb combo from this place called Prince of Pizza on Coney Island Avenue and Avenue U in Brooklyn. It was pepperoni, onion, black olive, fresh
wow.
garlic. And that's a banger. But yeah, if like the place is really good, sometimes I just want a cheese slice. There's a place in Brooklyn called Luna Pizza near my mom, and all I want is a cheese slice.
Yeah.
There. But then like they're the places they're known for that thing. These are lovely. So this is Nduja. What do I have here? Nduja.
Nduja and red onion. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a sensational pizza. Where I live, there's one thing we don't have access to whatsoever is a good pizza.
Really?
It's the one thing that I miss the most where I've been at home. To come and get these slices like this makes me feel so happy.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I keep picking it apart. I really it's impressive to achieve a crust that rises this high that isn't super dense. My friend used to call it pizza bones. My friend down in North Carolina, like you don't want to eat the bone. No, like you don't. Yeah, you don't want to eat the bones of the chicken. It's pizza bones. It's what left over. And I always think like the best pizzas, you want to eat the crust. It's like that last little dimension of the dough.
You've eaten a lot of pizza, man. Like, how does this stack up for you? Honestly.
Bar none, they're some of the best I've had in the UK for sure. I also appreciate where it's different. Like, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, sometimes you could try to copy something. Like, if I try to make Chicago Italian beef in the UK or in Brooklyn, I would be copying something. Yeah, I think that's kind of why I appreciate this. Like, I can see the homage to the stuff I grew up with, but they're using elevated ingredients that I definitely did not grow up with. They're using a degree of technique. I mean, look at that. You can see the air bubbles in the,
We also have access to some sensational European ingredients here in the UK. Some of the top cheeses, some fantastic meats. And you can't shy away from that with the flavours. You can just taste it. It's just really, really high quality stuff.
And I think that's
Cooked to perfection.
I kind of hate to say it. Like, that's where the difference is. It's like, it's not that it's not New York pizza because, oh man, they missed the mark. They're kind of like this. Maybe the hallmarks of like real New York pizzas that the ingredients are kind of I don't know. But like, so this tomato sauce has such a beautiful bright fruitiness. Like some tomatoes, like San Marzano or the big volcanic tomatoes, get like that real sweetness. It loses the acidity, and what's awesome is the Nduja here brings enough heat that it balances. But this is like, if I could take this pizza and condense it to a pasta sauce with like shrimp and like scallops and stuff, I would be here all day, every day, just at that table, just making sweet, sweet love to the pizza. To the pizza! Nasty ass.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking.
Nope.
Talking about the pizza. Please.
Are we sure?
I don't know, maybe not.
We're not. It's just.
Yeah.
I'll also say this too, that I like that you can try more than one. That if I came with a bunch of friends, that having a slice doesn't make you feel like, oh my God, I just dropped an anvil in my stomach. Like after drinking, you kind of need to drop an anvil. But this is really wonderful.
Let's do the F1 bit change.
I don't know, I have to say, as much as the other one's called the spicy Roni, I prefer the spice level on this because it's like a perfect continuation, right? So you have like a nice level of fermentation in the dough, get your tongue excited. There's that sort of salty dryness of Parmigiano Reggiano, then the fruitiest sauce, spice, and that little bit of a sorbet onion thingy. That's, if you like spicy pizza, but like that doesn't like give you ring sting afterwards. What, Hickory Hole is real, people.
Oh wow.
Let's leave that red nose day.
All right. At this stage in the review, Adam, we need to start thinking about our scores.
Oh, okay.
You know, like sort of formulating in your mind where you're going to go with this.
I mean, I kind of like already know. Like, I don't know. I always feel it's so weird with these things because they're so arbitrary. But how do you give these anything less than a 9? Like, how do you even approach anything less than a 9?
I'm not going to tell you how to score a pizza. You just got to rip it with your fill it, come up your socks, Adam, and just give you a score.
But like, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you ever factor in the story behind it? Did
All
you just
the
bring
time.
me ranch?
That's our house garlic.
How's the car? How's garlic?
Yeah.
Come on then, boys.
Yeah, they're trying to get, this is extra attempts now at leveling it out.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just.
An extra point or two.
Yeah. Adam, the question is, absolutely, price, energy, atmosphere, the story, the boys, what their inspiration is. I try and take it all into consideration.
Yeah.
And I'm a soft touch.
Have you ever given it? Have you ever given a 10?
Yeah, I've seen one.
Have you?
Yeah.
See, I never.
The 10 for me is exclusively reserved for like that Torval and Dean moment of pure,
Right.
like, fuck, like a dog running a unicycle, like never been seen before, you know, like crazy stuff. But for me, anything above a 9, that is honourable mention stuff.
I guess because it's the thing that I love about this one, and I really mean this, and I know the guys who make it are standing right over there.
You can feel their eyes on us right now.
No, I just think it's unique, and I've never had anything like this anywhere in the UK.
great
Whether
pizza.
it's the garlic sauce, the combination of flavors, and yeah, there are certain ones that like I wish went spicy or I wish went a certain way, but it's really good pizza. I would say, and it also I love the aspirational nature of the story. Like
come on.
I'm passionate about it, so I got to give them something like a 9.
Lockdown born.
Lockdown. Hard work, but also the other thing is, remember the Streets, Mike Skinner?
Yeah.
Original pirate material, not down your aerial. That one. That's it. Turn the page, walk away on the thing. That one. So
Shout out,
he
Mike.
had a song called "A Grand Don't Come for Free," or an album called "Grand," and I think they typified that. Like they worked hard on the dough, not in their branding, not in their imaging. They worked on the
Foundation.
dough. So I'm gonna say, because I don't know what a 10 pizza would be, but I'm gonna at least, I feel like I need to give them something like a 9.2. You know, they're just they're just killing it. They're so impressive. It's so unique. I don't care if you've had good pizza in the UK, you should try this pizza because it's unique. It's one of a kind.
3 Colts Tavern. I'm going to go with the man. 9.2 is a great analogy, great score, and a great pizza. Really enjoyed that. In fact, I kind of excited just to eat the rest of it with Adam.
You've had other good pizza here, haven't you?
There's a few other great pizzas in London I wish we could have to bring you to, but this is an honourable mention. Great standard, super guys, an amazing guest. Thank you, bro.
buddy. Thank you. I'm honored to be part of it. Yeah, we got there. We're a little white, but we got there.
And the reason you're here, you've got a brand new show in the UK now. Tell us about it.
Adam Richman Eats Britain, Monday nights at 9 on Food Network, and it's streaming on Discovery Plus. There endeth the patter. Look, man, it's my love letter to the UK, love letter to Britain. This is the perfect example of this. There are amazing culinarians, men, women, with and without training, following passion, and to me, it's both a love letter to the place that I love, but also hopefully a wake-up call to say, this is a wonderful part of the world that's cuisine has been unfairly maligned for far too long, and it's going to blow a lot of people away, like I was blown away today. So I hope you watch it, and if you're British, I hope you see it for the love letter that it is.
There you go. And if you with FRC, give it a watch, run it up, get in the comments, follow the socials. Food Network, is that what's on Food Network?
Food Network UK, and I'm just at Adam Richman.
Bosh. Thanks very much.